Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Were you going to do Medline? Did we step on your act?
No, you did not.
Yes. It's a podcast.
We're going with Netflix, Paramount Skydance, Warner Brothers Discovery. We're going to cover all three. So yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery right now apparently advising its shareholders to reject that hostile takeover bid by Paramount Skydance. So it's in favor of that original agreement with Netflix. They're calling it the Paramount offer inferior. They're saying it's inadequate. Paramount has been appealing directly to the Warner Brothers shareholders to buy the entire company. Warner Brothers board agreed to sell its streaming studios business to Netflix, but it's this whole back and forth.
Does the Middle East step up with the Ellisons? Is that what we're talking about?
If I were advising Warner Brothers Discovery, I would say I think I prefer the Netflix deal simply because I have greater confidence in the equity component. For the equity component for Paramount, I've got Mr. Ellison saying, trust me. Okay, I can trust you. You're the richest guy in the world, or one of the richest guys. I've got a lot of Mideast money. I'm not sure if I like that. But the pro forma company's going to have a ton of debt on it. And that's a problem as an ongoing concern. So again, I can understand why the Warner Brothers advisors and are saying, hey, let's stick with Netflix.
And the valuation of Versant off of Brian Roberts and Comcast, you mentioned this the other day. Yeah. You and I were weaned on 11 and 14 times EBITDA. Yeah. And this puppy's going for 5 times EBITDA.
If that. Yep, exactly right, Tom. So the valuations of cable networks have really just fallen off the table, and it's really a business that has declining revenue. Although I saw last month, cable subscriptions actually ticked up positive.
Right.
Last month for the first time in years.
And what's great, Lisa, is
thank you, football.
Yes, probably. Yeah, you're probably right.
I used to sit in the back. They were embarrassed by me, and Mr. Mays used to call upon me first with his cowboy hat on. Tom, what do you think? Next.
You got it. Let's go to Frontier Group, okay? ULCC. Their shares have been up as much as 7%. So there's news that the airline is in these revived talks to merge back with Spirit Aviation, bankrupt, Spirit. They filed for second bankruptcy in less than a year in August. So they say a deal could be announced as soon as this month. We'll see. Spirit's not commenting. Frontier has not commented.
Spirit was doing JetBlue, and that blew up, right?
Correct.
See, I just think, I don't know how the regulators would not support it. I mean, you got to let these two companies come together, or any of them come together to survive.
And they're saying if you do get this combined Spirit Frontier, they could become the 5th largest airline in the U.S. based on like miles flown by paying passengers, and that moves it ahead of JetBlue, moves it ahead of Alaska Air Group. So it kind of puts it
because Spirit Airlines and they cover the markets that the big don't want to cover. So the small markets, and you
different clientele.
Exactly, you got to protect those things.
But this goes back to the heart of it. And Paul, you're different cities around the country, they don't have 3 airports.
No,
I mean it's a big deal. It's not a small show. Can you squeeze one more in here?
I'll squeeze in. We'll get to the housing market. Let's do it. Homebuilder Lennar, LEN, down more than 5%. So they forecast first quarter orders, deliveries, margins all below expectations. They also posted lower than expected orders and margins for Q4. And that's despite, they were doing incentives, mortgage rate buy downs, pushing home deliveries up 4%. Average sales prices fell. It also reduced its starts and sales pace as part of this recent strategy shift. But it's also dragging down, companies like DR Horton, Pulte Group, Toll Brothers, their shares are all down about 1% this morning.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.